Whoa! Hello there everybody, it is I, Big Bear, back for the next episode of Kona. So we have a few things that we need to do in this episode. First off, don't freeze to death. Second of all, don't get eaten by wolves, and there's a murderer on the loose. So it's a good thing we're a detective, but this series has kind of started off exactly how I thought it was going to, considering we're only into the second episode and we already have 3 things we need to avoid death from. Now, I had a wee shifty around just to remind me of the controls, because the last episode was just prior to the new year. If you didn't see it in my other videos, Happy New Year, by the way. And we need to get El Lifto off El Crowbar, I think. I also found a first aid kit when I was having a wee faff around, so let's go and get that done. I don't know if I should light this or not, but I don't want to waste the materials. Oh, yes, and of course we took a picture of the ice thing as well, which had footprints, and I don't think that's how science works, but we'll go with it. Oh, and I found a bottle of sherry on the top shelf here, at least I think I picked it up, did I? Yes, because I never say no to a sherry. Right, and I was just reading on the back of this label here that apparently the power for the
note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Yeah, so I need to turn off the store, I need to keep the garage on. And that is the generator. So that, no, that's right. Turn the garage on. Oh, turn that off. Okay, and then I need to turn that on. And that should be us. Just very quickly, I'm going to follow the... Actually, you know what? Let's have a quick look back at the picture, which should be in my journal. And of course, it was William J. Hamilton that we found dead. Huh? Why is my photo of the icy thing not here? Oh, okay, I think it's because I didn't realise this, but it did say at one point that Carl can't leave the area if he's confused, and I think that's just a way of like keeping you sort of within the confines of, like, for example, the shop area, and then you move on. Okay, so there it is. So we've got footprints, and they are leading away over to the truck. I'll grab the crowbar first, I think, just because that seems like a priority. For what, I don't know, but I get a feeling I'm going to have to use it for something. And at this point in time, that should be the power fed for the garage. Boop! Hey! Now, let's get ourselves a crowbar.
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
My thoughts exactly. Yes. Right, come on, Carl. Let's go. I'm glad the wolves ran away, though. Oh, okay, we can use this as a weapon. Hachuba! And this one, can you, I just... Yeah, I'll just... Okay, Carl's inventory is full. Does that mean I have to actually discard some items later? Oh, okay, so there's a blue icy track as well. I'm not so sure if it's... It's the Kazi! Wow, okay. You know the funny thing, my mum back in Poland has one of them. It's just a big hole in the ground. And I think I got a key for the post box as well, just before I forget. What was in there? Oh yeah, it was just the milk. Yes, unlock.
The murder weapon.
Oh.
What was there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got out.
Ah, okay, so it's for the lockbox.
Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
As opposed to our Colonel, who's like the man. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting immediate help from my country. I believe the free world is in grave danger. I'm a member of my community. The Honourable... Yes. Okay, so that was being sent asking for help. So what happens if I... Swoosh. Okay, well surely I can't just keep this on me. Oh well, okay. And there's nothing else that's really standing out to me, so I'm not too sure if I should be sort of like venturing off into the woods or anything, should I? But let's give it a go. Okay, and is this where like the Polaroid comes in handy? Because I've only got 30 pictures for it. At least I think I've only got 30 pictures. Equipment. Camera. I don't know, maybe I can just use it as much as I like. Eastern Atom Pick. Oh, I see, right.
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The seeker had saw it.
Okay, oh I see, right, so that's clever. So now that the footprints have run out, I need to... Whoa! What is that?
Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be. It looked like a man fossilized in ice.
Whoa. Ah!
All of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams. A cold, unknown dimension.
Ooh.
Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp.
Whoa. You got a gun, mate. Whoa, creepy. Oh, a book.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
Better yet, a war diary. Okay, mysterious journal, page 1. The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out. To think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming, but they feel its presence. A cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snowfall and strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the works of the beast. Its attacks curdle the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. Okay. So, does that mean... Oh, okay, so I've gone... Right. So, there can't just be a wee beastie about, though. Is there? Oh.
What could these engraved numbers mean?
What is that? 7...
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
739. Okay. Oh. Seven, 3, 9. Oh. Oh, more wolves. Okay.
Carl had that feeling you get when you immerse your frozen hands in hot water. What happened?
What the?
Now at least he knew who the unfortunate man petrified in ice was.
Okay, and
General
what's...
General Store's manager himself.
Oh dear. R.I.P. Jill. Gil, however you pronounce it. Okay, where did it... Oh, okay, that's the general store over there.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Uh-oh. Okay.
That had to be the worst parking job ever. Who was Carl to judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts. Or not.
Okay, I can only assume I need to get the pumps working. Oh, I see, okay, yeah. To fill up my car with petrol, and then I think that's us. We have a gun with 3 bullets, which I'm not too sure how much use that's going to be even against wolves. I might at some point have a wee look at the settings in terms of what I have everything macroed to, because they're not quite working for me at the moment. That is the power for the general store on. And, oh, what's it? Oh no, it's just the ladder. And then we turn on the pump. And, oh, okay, yeah, my warmth is going back up, which is good. And now we'll just fill my car up. And I can only assume that is us for the general store, because I don't think there's much more to do here. Oh, it is. Oh, wow.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Would it? Well, where do I find him? Did I miss something? How do I zoom in on the map again? Well, it's not working. Am I turning left or am I going right? And I can't go that way. Okay. So I don't know what the game wants me to do at this point then. Oh, what the hell. Okay, Western Atomic Peck. Oh. Okay, so there's a first aid station here. I'm not sure if this is the right direction to be going or not, because I genuinely think I missed something earlier. I have Lachance's... I'll show you. Where's my documentation? So I have Giles Lachance's wallet, and it says 155 Rang Manastan, but it's now saying that what? So should I be going to his? But where's 155? 1555 Rang? Unless I'm missing something on the map here, because there's the general store behind me. But now I'm at the doctor's. Or maybe I should have gone round from the general store. Okay, you know what, let me have a quick look into this. Aha! Oh yes. Not the best parking in the world, but it'll do. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken... Ah, LaChance's house. Wow, okay, I will be honest. I thought this house was going to be a lot bigger with that driveway and the walk-up. Alright. I will note there doesn't seem to be much freezing to death going.
The air was freezing, right down to the bone.
What the... Oh, not again.
The otherworldly ice had struck again.
At the
woman's
window.
hopes and dreams were frozen in eternity.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yes. All right. Hello.
Someone was hidden under the stairs.
Okay. What, do I get a flashlight? No, I don't get a flashlight. Okay. Ooh. No. Right, there's also stuff in the
grabbed his
books.
rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
Where's he going now? What? There's nothing useful here. Okay. Teach me to be intrigued by my surroundings. Turn the frame. $1948. Okay. So there's a number of things to remember here, but that should be... Oh, I'm going to warm my buns by the fire.
Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately.
Spousal relationship. And then...
It seemed like secrecy was commonplace in this house.
Crikey. Okay, so she's hiding things from her partner. Giselle's diary.
Vision's veil was lifted, and he was back to reality. A reality in which Giselle, Gilles' loving spouse, was motionless, frozen in ice.
Okay, Mother once told me when I first met Giles that I hadn't picked the brightest bulb of the lot. And, oh, that's mean. And as the years flew by, I'm seeing the truth of her words. Always trust your mother's wisdom. Blackmailing scheme is a prime example of Giles' brightness. He's like a small dog. He thinks he's bigger than he actually is. He growls genuinely thinking he's scary. But everyone knows he can be pushed aside with just a little kick. Oh, man. Okay, so he's blackmailing people. He truly believes he can blackmail Hamilton. Okay. It's going to be a long time in hell before my poor Giles can manage to pull off such a feat. Oh well. Not only is the blackmailing idea bad to begin with, let's be honest, Giles is way out of his league, but Giles doesn't even know he is actually going to carry it out, even know how he's going to carry this out. Don't even know if he ever would. He's just throwing random threats out loud in the kitchen. He says he'll do it eventually, but I know better. So the master cunning also incriminating. Okay, he's a slave and forever will be. I often look at the safe he keeps hidden in the fake wall, in which he stores all these incriminating documents he intends to use. Okay, so he might have tried to blackmail the big man. Oh. They're repainting the whole house. Oh, fill up the bottle. Okay. And maybe things turn sour? The unpacked boxes suggest they just moved here. Yep, it's fair enough. Oh, painkillers. I didn't even know I could get painkillers. What else we got here? No, okay. Oops. Okay, you know what, let's light ourselves a wee fire though, because I just want to get myself nice. Oh, there we go, yes, roasty toasty. What in God's earth could have done this?
That That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given the punishing weather, it couldn't have been intentional. The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked.
Oh, meat.
It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste.
What is it here? I've yet to find a clock that works. Okay. Oh, that could be pointing to something more bizarre going on here. Right, what we got? A, B, C, D, D. Oh, the necklace. Journal. Demon. No. I don't want the gun. No, that's the wrong button as well. Where is the frickin' necklace here? Oh, it's in documents. Necklace. So this must be Thingmay's necklace. So 739.
Carl had seen that kind of safe before. With its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers, its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar.
Okay, so I think I've got the code. You know what? Put the gun away, man. What we're looking at here. So what's
the general store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton.
Of course.
Perhaps the village should be rechristened Hamiltown.
Hamiltown. Okay, and then there was the thing here. So was it 1948? Bertrand Lachance. Wow, that's annoying. Okay, and I think I'm right.
Mess.
I'm right.
Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable.
Is there a rifle? No. Oh, I thought I was going to get myself a rifle there.
Portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Box full of what's that? Harlequin novels. Okay. Trying to think. So would it be? Well, you know what? I was just going. Oh, is there anything in here? Oh, Polaroid film. Okay, so it does run out. Okay, let's crack the safe. Oh, it does work. Okay, so I'm thinking that there's... So that seems to be pointing to the E in Bertrand. 1948. E1948? Oops. Oi. No, change back. E 194. No. Is it the number that's on the necklace then? Possibly. Can I inspect this any further? 739. Okay. E 7 3. What else am I missing here then? 1948. You the chance. Hey! I'm not going to lie with the letters thing because I assumed it was the numbers. I just started going from A through to... I thought it was going to be L for LaChance, but there wasn't an L on there. Compromising document. William Hamilton is a crook. He has been blackmailing everyone in the village, myself included, like the infamous Serphine Poudre. In this document is proof every bribe paid by Hamilton to the federal authorities in regard to the acquisition of this damn mine. The fact that he has used his henchmen to instill terror within the village will will not sway the tribunals down in Montreal, but the fact that he has been bribing government officials surely will. I can already picture it making the front page. The English are all the same. We will prevail. Written with different ink. Hamilton is not only a crook but a murderer. I do not believe in his remorse. I firmly believe he will pay for his crimes. I do not believe in native magic, but I do believe in their vengeance. Ooh, okay, I saw there was a picture on that. Wait a minute. Hang on. Compromising fact. So what's the... Okay. What? Oh, there is a picture there. Oh, I see. Okay, that's just him handing over bribes. Okay, so we have what we need, I think, from LeChance's house. I'm not sure where to go now. Am I just supposed to be sort of selfish? I might just have a quick look to establish if this is supposed to be more like a free roaming scenario, because it is not being very clear as to where and what I do next. I get the feeling that although... Oh, a minute, that's got first aid on it.
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the LeChances had just moved in.
But this is getting interesting. So potentially LeChance could have been the one to murder him because he was clerk of the general store. He was trying to blackmail the big head honcho. I'm just not too sure what to make of this whole Ice Queen kind of scenario here. That's the second time somebody's been frozen now, but it looks like they've opened the window and something's happened to them. I don't know what it could be. But you know what, guys? I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, this is Big Bear signing off, and there will be another video. See ya!